how much time off do I take? I always have to be careful talking about this depending on the company I'm with. Because I am an overachiever. I am never satisfied, it seems. I wear the regional hat. I wear the branch manager hat. I help my own clients on occasion, and I'm always innovating. I'm always thinking. I'm out speaking. So yeah, I do a lot. But if I'm being honest, my goal is to take 150 days off per year. And here's how that works. And some people don't believe me, but if the people that work here know how much time I take off, and when I'm off, I'm out of touch. There is no cell phone. There is no email. And I have a whole time system that I teach my advisors, my loan officers. And when I'm working, I am working like crazy. I'm going hard. People have trouble keeping up. But my lifestyle has gotten me to a point where I need to spend the most time I can on what's taught to me to be called unique abilities. But yeah, if you count it up, if you took all the weekends off, that's 104, let's say 52 weeks, right? 2 days every weekend. That's 104. So my goal is I take, about another 40 to 50 days in addition off throughout the year. Summer's big. And that's just, that's my ideal lifestyle. It's building amazing teams and amazing systems to where it's not just me being able to do that. It's if I can get out of the way and just focus on doing what I do best, and then let other people better than me at all the rest of the pieces of this puzzle do what they do best, you end up with a lot of freedom. What gets in the way of that's control freaks, obviously. Self-admitted control freaks a lot of time, and I am too. I've had to really learn. You're not born knowing how to just collaborate and delegate effectively and let go. But that's what I help loan officers do. They come in, they're coming from this idea that I got to be available 24/7. I mean, if I see that on their LinkedIn profile or something, I just cringe. And if you come to my workshops, my events, I will make fun of you openly if you have that on your LinkedIn profile, because now you just sound like you're chasing business. You sound desperate. You're not running a business. You're just trying to chase loans. That's all you're doing, really. In my opinion, that's my philosophy. That's my mindset. If you're truly running a business, it's not just about you. It's about your systems, your process, everything. And you've got to start positioning yourself more properly. It's about how do I become somebody worth waiting for when I've spent my whole career. I got to be the first one to call that lead back, right? It's just a different way of viewing your business. And yeah, at first you might lose a prospective client, I'll say prospect, or two here and there, but you might not. That's the thing. But you better be worth waiting for. And that's the journey I've been on for a long time, is figuring out how do you build something that's worth waiting for? And getting your real estate agents to really agree that, man, no, it's even if he takes you a day or two to get back to you, he's helping a lot of people. He's worth waiting for, though, because what he or she does is so uniquely valuable and different in the marketplace. When you build that, you can actually find yourself with a lot of freedom to go take time off. And then you just got to let go. You've just got to let other people, I follow this 80% rule. If somebody else can do it 80% as well as you, at least 80% as well as you, let them do it. Okay, they're never going to do it exactly the way you do it. So I've had to let go of that. I've struggled with that myself, like many people. And then practice this. So this will be a challenge. Anybody that watches this, when you ask me that question, go plan a 2-week trip. I did this when I went to Africa. I was gone for, 16 days. And I just first committed that I was going to be completely unplugged. 16 days, I'm going to Africa. I'm climbing the mountain. I'm going to go on a safari, and I'm not going to check emails. You cannot get a hold of me. And by committing that several months before I was leaving, well, guess how serious you have to get about looking at your systems? Every aspect of, okay, what happens when somebody calls in? Who is going to answer the call if I'm not there? Who's going to handle the discovery call? Who's going to handle the consultation? Who's going to put the numbers together? Who's going to deal with any issues that come up on the loan? Appraisal comes in low or rates go up and they didn't get locked in. All that stuff that as mortgage professionals we have to manage and oversee. you really force yourself to map all that out. And I did it. I went away. I didn't come back to any fires. Loans got started, loans funded. My team was 10 times better than they were before I left. Anything that didn't work, you just kind of sit down and go, okay, how do we improve our process? That's okay. You just have to have that mindset. And I'm giving you, shotgunning you some philosophies around how I take that much time off, but you start doing that. That's how you can take 50 days off, 100 days off, 150 days off, like I shared. The problem is I see people that are never fully off. A day off is midnight to midnight. No texts, no work emails. You can't even read work-related books that get your brain going, and then you can't turn it off and go to bed, and you're not really present with your family. You are off. You are unplugged. And what happens is, I'll share one more thing on this. You're changing your philosophy. That's what I want all my loan officers to understand when they come here is taking time off is no longer a reward for killing yourself the last week, the last month, the last year. Taking time off now must be looked at as a requirement, an absolute requirement, so that you show up on Monday at your very best, at your most creative peak, because that's what our customers pay us for, is our creativity in solving their problems. And when you don't really fully unplug and give yourself a chance to rejuvenate over the weekend or a week away for vacation with your family, you are not rejuvenated. You are not at your best when clients are coming to pay you a lot of money for you to be creative. So that changed my whole perception, and that got me recommitted to making sure I take a lot of time off and then work really hard when I'm at work.